Hey, what's up? Dean, here Performance at the shop. We are finishing up Joey's Monte Carlo SS. We did a 5.3 tick performance cam, long tube headers. He decided to go with aluminum radiator with dual fans already on it, kind of a direct fit. Not much of a direct fit. I had to do a lot of trimming to get it to fit, but it fit. Got it in there, and then I made another top radiator mount support, whatever you want to call it. So it's in there. Good. I got the upper hoses. Those are the Amazon ones. Lower hoses on. Belts are on. AC compressors in. Heater hoses are hooked up. AC lines are hooked up. AC is charged. What else? Throttle cable done. I built the bracket for the throttle cable. The alternator wiring. Basically, I take one of the harnesses I have laying around and I snatch one of the plugs out of it and run this to the alternator lamp wire for the vehicle, and that clicks the alternator on, makes it charge between 13.4, 13.9, depending on where it's at. Also, which I think I need to, no, I did it, I think. Yeah, I already did it. I kind of hid the spare inputs and outputs. I got a couple of zip ties I got to trim, but this is what's left. We have 2 outputs and 2 inputs left. So I take heat shrink tube and I put it about halfway on. You can kind of see the bubble right there. And then I fold it over, put another piece on so that there's no exposed ends. It kind of seals it up. Hide it in there. I ran the input for the 2-step to the brake pedal switch. I got both outputs to the fans going. Yep. Can't remember what else. Seems like there's 3 outputs. Oh, one of the inputs is for the AC, so that when you turn the AC on, it kicks the IAC up, keeps the idle a little more stable, which I'm working on all of that. I've just kind of done a little bit of basic touch up on it to get it to start good and idle good. I got all the new wires on it. Also put the little heat sleeves, the little boots on them. Got that fuel leak. I got that fixed right there. I took both of them out, and like I thought, I didn't put any tape on them, but it was kind of my stupid fault. But they got tape on them now. Everything's all loomed up, zip tied. Realized that this gauge is no good. At the rail, it's reading right around 58 psi ish. Over here, it's reading like 80 psi, which is crazy. So it's probably just the fact that it's a cheap gauge, but we're not going to worry about that. I got the interior put back together over here where all the factory ECU stuff sat in the kick panel. I got that on. The whatever that's called. That's on. And then I got the clip for the shifter so it doesn't pull up anymore when you push the button. It doesn't push up. $13. The damn thing looked like a staple. So we'll see. And then the dash bezel, I got the backside fully mounted. So that's 100% done. We are waiting for the dash to come back. Holly called, said there's nothing wrong with the dash. So it was probably like a firmware that needed to be updated or something. I can't remember what he said. It was a firmware issue, and not that it needed to be updated or something like that. It was just a firmware issue. But it was no big deal. They got it sorted. It's on our way back. It's on its way back. So I should have that hopefully this week, and that is done. And then on these bezels, this is plated off. You can see how they're just capped off. But this is his driver's side AC vent. So I didn't really want to leave it capped off. I wanted to try and fit the louver in there. I knew it would be a pain in the butt because of the way the dash is made. It's not made exactly like a factory dash, so it's kind of, the humps are in different places and stuff. It's very, very close, but it's not made. This is made for like more of like racing. Like you take your whole setup out, you got your whole dash, you got no AC, you stick this in there, it holds your screen, woohoo. But I wanted to try to get this louver in there, and what I ended up doing was taking the like stock front bezel to the dashboard, and I cut the whole vent out, and I left as much plastic that I could on there to use as a backing to try and attach it, because there's nowhere for the vent to clip into or to attach to. So I left as much on there as I could, and you can kind of see where the difference is. This is shiny, whereas the dash is dull. It fits good. I'm happy with it. It's not perfect, but you can see down in there that it has the backing duct, and then you see I stuck some foam to kind of seal it. And literally I hot glued this thing together with like 4 sticks, so it should not come out. I have also, we can pop this off because the column is still down. I'm waiting on the dashboard. Come on. There we go. So you see I have this in here, and you can see how it had to drop a little bit, and it just had to get set in there just right. I have the headlight switch plug right here. I had to trim a ton of that dash out, or this back. Just a ton of it had to get trimmed. Then we have the rear defroster plug here. I have the CAN bus for the dash, and I also have the input output harness right now. I capped off all the unused ones, and we have left blinker, right blinker, and fuel gauge in there. So I'll be able to plug that in, set it up that there'll be a couple little lights, maybe arrows. I've never done blinkers on this dash, but I would imagine they would have, I mean, I know they have a million different configurations you could do it. So I'm kind of hoping they have like a little arrow, being that in the book it does have turn signal indicators. So I'm hoping they have like little arrows. I'll put those on there. Fuel gauge will be on there. Speedo, tack, we'll have to go through and figure out which one kind of fits with the car. Yeah. But I have the laptop hooked up right now, so let me get this started. All right, so open that, I'll key it on. I always do download from ECU just so that I'm pulling what's in there out instead of trying to open a file and I might open the wrong one. We'll go to the live view and hit the key. did change the oil in the car too. And then for now, I have the rev limiter right around like 4,200. Yeah, we got the rev limiter hooked up, two-step hooked up, got everything hooked up, everything's good. I think it's got a little too much after start enrichment. So temperature, where am I at? Startup, after start enrichment. So yeah, it's in the 120, 130 range. So I'm gonna take and drop all of these by about 10, nope, not that one. 10, maybe 5, 2.5%. So that's not too bad there. And then we'll smooth those, yeah, smooth them. Oh, of course. Has it. This video is going to take forever. Yeah, Joey's Monte Carlo. I'll edit a bunch out, but it came out good. We're going to get the hood on it tomorrow, make sure it fits, and fingers crossed it fits, and we'll know when the screen will be here. We'll get the screen in, get it all dialed in. For now, appreciate you watching. Do me a favor, hit the thumbs up, like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment. Have a good day.